So many of you may have received your first 2021 child tax credit yesterday. I just want to take a minute to talk about what that is, what the ramifications are of that moving forward, and what your options are moving forward with those. So, what is a tax credit? A tax credit reduces your tax liability dollar for dollar. So, if you owe $10,000 in taxes and you have a $3,000 tax credit, you now only owe $7,000 in taxes. In the past, this child tax credit was applied when you filed your taxes after the first of the year. What they're doing this year for 2021, and right now it's for 2021 only, they are paying you that 2021 tax credit in advance. So they're going to give you half of the child tax credit from July to the end of the year, and then you'll have the remaining tax credit when you file your taxes in after the first of the year. So what this does is it gives a cash flow to the people who are in need of a cash flow, and then at the end of the year when they file their taxes, they're not getting as much of a child tax credit when they file their taxes next year. For people who are in need of that monthly cash flow, that's fantastic. It's great that they are getting some additional monies coming in on a monthly basis. Hopefully that helps them make ends meet. But for people who usually rely on that tax credit at the beginning of next year to offset their tax consequence for the previous year, they may be in for a rude awakening when they realize that they don't have as much of a tax credit to offset their taxes because they got paid in advance because of the child tax credit coming earlier this year. So you do have the ability to opt out of that child tax credit. Now, I would preface this by saying you should consult a tax advisor before you make any decisions. Like I said, if you do need that monthly payment coming in right now, obviously take that child tax credit and use it as income. If you don't need that child tax credit right now and you usually get a refund or you usually use it to offset a tax bill at the beginning of the following year, you may want to consider opting out of the remaining payments so that you're not stuck with a larger tax bill or less refund at the beginning of next year. So I have the website there if you do want to opt out of the remaining payments. If you have any questions, feel free to message me or comment below. But I just wanted to get some information out there about what this is and what your options are going forward.